Okay, so the first card that you've got is the Mountain, which represents some kind of obstacle or challenge that you are facing at the moment. And it might involve somebody who's very, very toxic that you're dealing with, somebody who's got a lot of nasty things to say, because you've got the Snake over here, and this is generally a person who's pretty nasty that you're dealing with, and they're causing some kind of blockage, some kind of problems as well. In the general tarot, the spades are usually signify the swords card. So this is almost like the Eight of Swords that you're dealing with. So you're somebody. This challenge is really closing you in and blocking you up. And this person is probably the root cause of this problem. Then you've got the Tower over here. So, you are trying to rise above the situation. You are trying to get over it, to overcome it. You're ending up spending a lot of time isolating yourself or being alone with this Tower card. But you are building on firm foundations, so you are quite solid. So this person shouldn't be able to topple you from whatever position you have in, although they are presenting some kind of problem. So in the past, you've got the Birds over here, which talks about a lot of hidden enemies, a lot of gossip going on around, and, a lot of things being said behind your back, really. You've got the Fame card of the Moon card over here, which is talking about fame. So something that you've done that people are not very, very happy about, or they're very jealous about. Maybe you got some recognition for something that you've done, and there's been a lot of gossip and a lot of things being said about you behind your back. So just watch out for people. So going into the future, you've got the Cloud. So this is some kind of disagreement with somebody. So you've got the obstacle, the Mountain over here, and then the Clouds coming in, where it talks about disagreements and problems that you are facing at the moment. And you need to cut it out. You need to cut the situation out of your life with the Scythe card. It's talking about getting rid of things that are not serving you. If you don't, these things that people are saying are being very, they're being very, very hurtful. And if you don't get rid of them from your life, it will cause, even more problems. And it seems like this person who is against you is somebody that you need to actually cut out of your life with the Scythe card. They're causing a lot of disharmony, a lot of problems, because you've got this Cloud over here, the Cloud card, and it's all caused by this person's venomous tongue and venom that they are, they're spreading around a lot of venom about you. So just be aware of that. So I'm using the Black Cat's Tarot for the main read. I have shuffled this deck. Okay, so the main card is the Ten of Coins, and it seems to be some situation that you want to end. It involves money, so it might be a job that's coming to an end, or something that you want to leave behind and go. Maybe you've reached the top of your career path and you want to have a big change in your life. This could be a divorce where you have separating from somebody, and there's a financial separation. So generally this Ten of Cards is the ending of a cycle, and ending of a financial situation. And also it means that you will get some kind of financial remuneration. So there's money coming in with this ending. But you seem to be spending, you can see this person sitting all by themselves. There's a lot of clouds in the background as well. So, you reach the top of that situation after a lot of hard grind and a lot of hard work. You can see there's a lot of rocks, so it was a difficult climb to the top. But there's a lot of problems that are going on, and this is probably why you're feeling very lonely, very isolated, and you want to actually leave this situation behind. So the main card, the previous spread spoke about a lot of hidden enemies and a lot of toxicity within that situation. And you can see this is exactly what is going on here with this Nine of Rods. You can see this mouse is on this piece of wood with a noose around there almost. And you can see people are hiding in the bushes. and a lot of clouds in the background over there. So you can see that, you are being set up for a situation where, they want to see you fail. Or, there's people that are going around spying on you, carrying tales, setting up traps for you so that you can fall. And you're being victimized for it as well. You're like become their focus of attention. So whatever, situation where you've been received some kind of recognition, there are a lot of people against you, and it seems like there are a lot of hidden enemies against you. And you've got to be on the lookout. You've got to be vigilant, because it seems like people are not out there for your best interests. Now you've got the Judgment card over here crossing it, which means that, it's time for you to make that change. You have to let go of things and you have to move on. It might be a time for you to now try and follow a new path. And it seems like you know that, because you've got the 10 of Pentacles over here. Underneath that card is the 2 of Coins. So maybe the only thing that's restricting you is what to do financially, and this is the problem. You don't have the information all revealed to you, and maybe this is why you're waiting before you actually make this big change. But what's going on around you, there's a lot of deceit and a lot of lies, and people are trying to bring you down, or see you defeated in this particular situation. You can see they're all hiding behind the bushes, all trying to get a hold of you. So, people gossiping behind your back. But it is time for you to make that change, that transformation. Now, you've got a lot of light coming into this card, which means that something is going to be bringing in information or news that is going to clarify the situation for you. It's going to be very enlightening, and it's going to allow you to move from this phase of stagnation. Now, because these people are coming from the graves, or they're emerging from the graves, it seems like you went through a period of almost hell, and now this information is going to come in there and allow you to arise, or transform, or resurrect from that particular situation where you were in the dark for so long. So some new information, some new circumstance coming in to get you out of that circumstance. So now in the past, you've got the Knight of Rods over here. So you might have been dealing with somebody who was, it could have been another fire sign that you were dealing with, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. However, because you're a Sagittarius and you're a fire sign person, this could be you. Now you can see leaving behind an established situation, taking that leap of faith and moving on. So it seems like you have made a leap, a change in the last year or so, or you've changed maybe jobs, or you changed homes, or you moved somewhere else to start a new job, but you definitely moved for work. Maybe you moved or changed jobs to start afresh somewhere else in the new year, in the past year. And also here, it looks like you moved home. This is the Chariot card, taking control. So it seems like you left your home. You took that leap of faith. You crossed the brown boundaries. You seem to have left the place that you lived in, your usual place. Maybe you moved somewhere else to start a new job. And this seems to have been a fresh start that you made. But it seems like, people are pretty jealous of it. There seems to be people that are very much against you in this new position that you started. So maybe they don't trust you, or people don't like anything new. So when something new comes along, that's the time they feel very, very threatened, and maybe that's what's going on here. Now you've got the Temperance card over here. So you're trying to get your balance. You can see this woman's pouring water from one cup into the other. So you can see that you're trying to get your emotional balance. You're trying to find yourself, your position. Maybe you're trying to find out how you fit in this whole scenario. You're trying to sort yourself out, trying to make sure that you're not getting too upset about things. You're trying to find that, that sweet spot where you fit in and people accept you. You're trying to get to that kind of spot. So going into the future, you've got the Ace of Swords over here. So you need to get rid of things that are not serving you, but also you need to say what you mean. You can see this man's in this hole at the end of a cliff, and he's blowing this horn. So you need to be very bold, very brave, and speak whatever you need to speak. You need to say whatever you need to say. Don't hold back, and don't be very light-footed about how you go about doing things. You need to just get in there and speak your truth. If that happens, then you'll get the power coming back into your hand, and you will get to the top. So don't take any crap from anybody, really. And be very, very, bold about how you do things. You need to be loud. People need to see you. So you don't sit in corners and whisper. In other words, go out there and say it, speak loudly, blow your own horn. Now, what's happening with you is, you are focused on that work, and it's a very hard job that you're doing. You're not earning very, very well. You're trying to make ends meet, and that is all you're looking at. You're trying to make plans for the future. This person's looking out to see how he can change things, but you're working very hard. He's on a donkey, so you're working long hours and taking a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of responsibilities. And what's going on around you really is, it's still very blocked off. It seems like, there's a lot of barriers to your progress. But you yourself, people do see you as somebody who is learning on this particular job. That you're not earning well, they are aware of that. But whatever you're doing seems to be getting some admiration, and it seems like people are impressed with whatever work you're doing as well. And you're doing it, you're working pretty hard, but you're learning a lot. And it looks like, very soon the abundance will be available to you. There's just a few obstacles to overcome, really. There's a wall there, but you need to overcome that obstacle in order for you to get to that abundance. But you're working pretty hard, and there are people that admire your work. So what's happening with you? It looks like, you feel very miserable right now. There's a sense of depression. These people are sitting in the rain. So it looks like you're crying a lot as well, and you're very, very upset about what is going on. So maybe things are going on and you're feeling very heartbroken, very depressed, very miserable, as almost like you're in despair, and you do want to walk away from it. Maybe you're feeling also very isolated, people turning their backs to you. And this could well be the case, when you get to a new place, there's new friends that you have to make. And initially, the settling in period is generally difficult. So you've got the Six of Cups over here. Maybe because of all this depression and misery that you're feeling at this particular moment, you're thinking back to your past. You're missing home, or you're missing where you used to be. And you're thinking about all the people from the past. You can see the Six of Cups there, thinking about what used to happen in this place, in the bubble. So maybe you're thinking back to your past, remembering how good it used to be, and you're feeling very isolated, alone. You've moved away from it because you've got the back turned over here. But, you're feeling quite nostalgic, and you're feeling, if I could use the word homesick, if you like, for the past life. Now, you will get to the top. You've got the Three of Rods over here. There are going to be people that help you. Three of Rods is usually working with people. It's going to be a bit difficult struggle to get to the top. It's going to be a long, hard climb, but you will eventually reach it. You can see they're, scaling this cliff over here, and it's going to take some time, but you will get to the top. You just need to hang in there. And, you've got the Five of Coins over here, so, you are going through a bit of financial difficulty as well. Maybe having to scrounge a little bit for money. With the Five of Coins, it's just really, trying to hang on to as much money as possible, or trying to not to have, maybe expenses are more than the what you're earning at the moment. So you are facing some kind of financial, lack at the moment. You're having to dig deep within your pockets to actually make ends meet. But you will get to the top. You just need to persevere, and you will get there. And although you're not earning so well, because both these cards, the Knight of Coins over here and this Eight of Coins, show very few pennies, but that will improve. Just know that in order for you not to get all the people around you giving you grief, you need to speak loudly, be very, heard, be a presence. So you need to be able to say whatever you want to say, and say it loudly. So I'm going to draw some cards from these success cards. And that is, this is an oracle deck as well. And I'll draw from the Animal Tarot after that. So it tells you that with 27, you need to focus on work. And you need to maybe do some more research, do a little bit of studying as well with it. But keep your focus on your work. Don't be distracted from it. And the second card is the Way of the Heart. So remember, you are doing something that you love. It looks like you are doing something that you love. Although you're feeling very lonely and out, excluded from the crowd, this is going to be something that you will love and enjoy. And it's something, this is the way that you need to go. And the last card is non-doing. So another card of, focus on the artistry of your work. Even here, this person is focusing on how beautiful they can make this cake. So whatever you're doing, focus on how well you can do it, and put all your attention and focus on it. Use all your tools that you have to focus on your work. And that in itself is going to get you out of this situation where if you're feeling depressed, it's going to alleviate that depression and make you feel a lot better. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Animal Tarot. The Six of Spring says, you may receive a promotion or be chosen for a scholarship or find that you are singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. So maybe this is the reason why people are jealous of you, because whatever you're doing is very good. And they can't stand to see you succeed because you are so good at it. But just know that, there's another promotion or some kind of recognition, extra recognition coming in. So I guess, the advice is you've got to develop tough skin and just be very, tell people exactly who you are and don't take any nonsense from them, because you're going places and they ought to know that. So the second card is the Four of Autumn. It says, be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white. Consider whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus holding back, versus building walls that will keep people out. So you might need to open up to let friends in. Also, you need to watch your finances. So don't overspend. Make sure that you're watching those finances as well, and allow yourself to make new friends. So don't isolate yourself. And the last card is the Sun, which is the most excellent card, I think, in the deck. It says, plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You will garner the recognition for your accomplishments you so richly deserve. So a lot of fame or recognition is coming to you at the end of all of this, and people, maybe they see this and this is the reason why they're jealous, and maybe this is the reason why people are giving you grief wherever you're working at. But you're a hard worker and you seem to be very good at what you do, and that in itself will bring you the success and recognition that you need and will make everything work out in your favor. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.